I actually came in pretty much right at the start of Asylum, because I came in not knowing what I was going to actually be doing. And when I heard that obviously we were doing Batman at the time, it was amazing news for me because I was a massive fan. We've had a lot of work to do to kind of complete the game because the scale is just immense. I mean, there's a lot of work gone into combat, a lot of work gone into the Predator, a lot more supervillains, a lot of work gone into just general NPCs milling about and trying to bring the city to life. And the game being like massively 4 times as bigger than Arkham City was. 5? Bigger than I even thought, so there you go. We've had to go over some of the older animations that we've had. For example, when Batman now does a strike, he might pause in an interesting pose at the end of it and not get up straight away, which is what we used to do. Just to kind of enlighten it and make it look a bit cooler this time around. We've added new elements like weapon steal. He can pick it off the floor and do the same thing. He can use an environment object and smash the guy's head into it, or rip it off the wall and again smash it down on him. I think people are going to notice a lot more detail, a lot more polish, a lot more finesse in all the animations that have been produced. They will notice a lot more variation as well. They're going to be noticing a lot of seamless transitions from the game to cinematics and then back out from cinematics to in-game, which is something that we've done for the first time properly on Arkham Knight. But yeah, it's going to be a blast, I think, for them to see. Well, we've got a bigger mocap studio, as you can see behind me. We get a high caliber of actors in here to kind of portray the characters that we've got in the game. I mean, my team's pretty much in here twice a week, so my main kind of role here is to kind of ensure that the guys, my team, are doing an excellent job, and which they are. I'm really proud of them.
Well, we're going to be shooting the rehearsal for the Clock Tower meeting scene. This is really for body only, and this is how we kind of get used to how the motion, how the moves and staging of the scene in general in its first pass. Okay, we can get positions. You rolling?
So, for example, for a cinematic, we will capture, depending on the scene and depending on what the actor of that scene is, we can capture both the face and the body and the voice all at the same time here. If it's a voice actor that's in the States, then we can't bring them over and kind of capture that all at the same time, so we'll kind of combine that afterwards.
What if we've been looking at this the wrong way?
We're using Kevin Conroy's voice for Batman, that's indeed. We would use his voice, play it back in the studio and kind of capture a body action motion to that. Which is pretty cool because the guys end up feeling like they are Batman walking around. The guys here know what they're doing. They've been working on the project for for the past 3 projects now, so they know exactly how Batman moves, how Gordon moves, so everyone knows where to be aiming at. We pretty much capture everything and anything possible, apart from the crazy dynamic moves that you'll see in combat, which we tried before, but it didn't really work out in terms of how it fits into the combat system. It always ends up being a bit sluggish, so we kind of hand animate that stuff. There'll be a number of takes where the guy hears a voice being played, they'll keep performing that one line over and over again until they nail it, and the animator will take it and kind of work over the top, really bring that to life. We have a lot of freedom in terms of after we get the mocap to try and make it look, like I say, a lot better than the raw mocap is. Some of the animators get obviously very annoyed when I ask them to change something completely when it's been mocapped, because that takes a lot more effort and it's better off just to reshoot the whole thing again.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
Again, it's just part of the challenge of working in the industry.
Okay, and cut. Cool.